I produced a recommendations and insight report to the Toronto Police Services Board, which is the board that runs the city, and we presented it to them in October of this year. And there was 37 insights and recommendations from what we learned from that, where not only can we do our job better in terms of servicing, and I'm not talking just police, I'm talking government, for the community, but also where we potentially made some mistakes.
What were some key insights? I know 37 is a lot to go through, but what were some that maybe were a surprise to you?
I'll tell you, there's so many, but I'll tell you that probably 2 or 3 that I will remember forever, because they don't just apply in policing, they apply to anything. And it's so important. I'll tell you, number one is you can't solve the problem from the outside in.
Yeah.
And you can't penetrate the inside, right? That's a lot of work to want to penetrate. What you have to do is you have to make a relationship with somebody on the inside. So generally what I saw was over the 30 town halls, was the general theme was, in a lot of these communities that really need help, the help that's there for them is not the help that they need.
Yeah.
Right? Because what big cities do, not just Toronto, and it's not out of ill will, it's just out of good intent, but they don't have the insights of it.
Yes.
Is that they want to look at the city of Toronto as the city of Toronto, and it's the same from east to west. Each one of those 30 town halls was a completely different city. If I were to show you the people in there and talk about the problems, it's not the same. It's the same core, but they don't have the same needs. You know, sometimes it's an elder population, sometimes it's a younger population.
The demographic changes greatly,
And you got to know what's up with the demographic. You got to know
neighborhood struggles, all those things. What's there?
You got to know the cultural backgrounds. You got to know, is there 2 feuding? In one case, there's 2 feuding Middle Eastern populations, right? One was of Islamic background and one was of Catholic background, right? And that was stemming a lot of the violence. You know, do they need after-school programs? No. You know, they need education programs. They need conflict, mediation. So the stuff that they need, they're not getting. And again, the ill will doesn't come out of somebody saying this is what you need. What happens is government in general, we come on the outside and we look down at the problem. All right, okay, let's look from this, mile-high view. Okay, I see that's a problem, that's a problem, that's a problem.
It's comfortable and convenient.
Yeah, let's talk to these guys over here. So you're the fire department. Oh, what are you guys seeing? Oh, your ambulance. What are you seeing? Great. You know what this community needs? This is what they need. What we don't get is we don't get the top-down view, the bottom-up view. And we need that bottom-up view. So you got to penetrate that. How you penetrate, you make relationships. You say, look, this is what I'm seeing in a non-confrontational, non-judgmental way. And you say, look, what am I missing? Like, do you see any of this? And they won't see it because they don't have that view.
Yeah.
And then you have to extend the arm, because we're in kind of a land of privilege, to extend the arm and say, okay, explain to me your world. Let me see this. And then you're finding the gaps and you go, oh, I never thought of it this way.